Hi there, this is Kali Selvam from Tech Fanciers, and we are back in the episode 3. And in this episode, we will be seeing about the different types of tree which are required to build the custom ROM. So we have seen in our introduction video about the different type of custom ROMs and how they look. So this is the for example. We have evaluation XOS source site here where we can download the ROM source, and from here we will sync to build the exact evaluation X custom ROM to work in our device. We need different type of files or which called as trees. So we need three type of trees. So those three trees are device tree, vendor tree, and kernel tree. So these are three trees which are required to build a custom ROM. And in this point of time, I have to thank Raza and the team Unique for making the tree available for this device, for my device Zenfone Lite L1. From this tree only I'm able to build the custom ROM. These are fully functional and working trees from where I can build the custom ROM. So here I have the Android device tree. So this is XOR which is my device code. Before building something, you have to know about your chipset and about the code name of your device. And if there are someone already building it, you can ask them about the trees and you can get the accessibility get the access to the tree so that you can start building this one. If your device is not yet developed or not even have any tree or anything, you need to start from the scratch, which I don't know exactly, but you can refer again Alexa Linux user to get it started. It is important part. You should be having working device tree. From there only you can start building the custom ROMs for your device. You have different kind of procedures series from his channel. You can refer and start it going. You can ask the help from the devs if it is already has been established. So now I have the working device tree, I can start it. So this is the device tree which I will be using, and this is the common tree for the processor. Mine is MSM8937 chipset. So there is another device in the same chipset which is Max M1. So God's sake, we were having a same processor. So with just slight changes, Raza able to make use of the same tree with a slight changes to the Lite L1, which is my device XOR. The maximum one is XOOP or X00P. So here I'm using XOR, which is my device tree, and this is the common tree which will be having some common files which are required to boot in my processor, which is Snapdragon 430. And the second thing is the vendor tree, and here I have the vendor tree in my repository in my GitHub account. So I have the vendor tree here, Android XOR vendor. So here lot of blobs will be there. This vendor tree will be containing all the necessary files to boot the device, or the part where it requires to access the hardware, and those things will be present in the vendor file. So we will see more about this in upcoming episodes. So in the device tree we will be having some uh, uh, like make files, dependencies, and scripts, shell scripts, which will be like collaborating with the custom ROM repo, and it will uh, give the exact output of the zip files. For example, we have XOR make file, which is this MK file. If we open it, we will be having some like this file is inheriting from the product.core86. This path will be having the important codes which will inherit some other directories. It will go like that. So at the end, it will build all the necessary libraries and give the output. So from here, this is the path where it will start check for the device trees make file. From here, it will check the important uh, apps or libraries which are required to build the custom ROM. So these are some common variables which we need to initialize for our device. It is already initialized for my device. My device is XOR. The product name is Lineage XOR. This thing will change if we build for different custom ROM, like the example Evaluation X. Currently it is showing as Lineage. We need to change it based on the custom ROM which we are building. So the brand is Asus and the model is Asus XORD. The product manufacturer is Asus. These are all the same things. So why we are initializing the variables here means whenever or wherever these variables is used, this keyword will be replaced in that place. So that's how it works in most of the time. Earlier we are just mentioning we need to change in all the places wherever the access is required. Now if we change here, it will replicate all the places. For example, if you are building for the Xiaomi device, we just make it as Xiaomi here. We can it will change in all the product manufacturer field. Hope you understand that. And the second thing is these dependencies. So these are some of the important field. For example, if some of the codes, important codes are not there in our tree, we can add it as dependencies here. So this will include the file from the GitHub or in online repository, and it will add it in our offline repository. So this is kind of thing. Then we have these are okay. So this is the place where all the make files will present. So this is again for Lineage, and when we build for some other Resurrection or the Evaluation X, we need to change it. And here this is currently made for XOR, which is for my device. So if this one is including all the files from the vendor tree. Speaking about the vendor, I have the vendor in my own Git repository. So this is the vendor file. So here it as mentioned as XOR and XOR vendor.mk. Here we have that file. So this line will call and inherit the path, this one. This file will inherit all the necessary I would say necessary files to enable the different kind of hardware parts like camera and audio and all the hardware part. From here the code will goes. No need to worry all about these things if you have the working I would say working device tree. And these trees are pulled from your device, can be pulled from your device. And here we have XOR. Here we will be having we have proprietary files.txt. So this will if you connect your device through a data cable and there are some scripts, if you run means this, here we have makefile.sh. So this script will automatically run this shell script and it will pull all the necessary files from your device which are required to build the vendor tree. So this device tree mostly will be built from some other devices with the same processor, and vendor file will be extracted from your device. And third tree is the kernel tree. The kernel tree only can be found, or only we will get the kernel from the official manufacturer or your device vendor, manufacturer, which is in my case I am using the Asus Zenfone Lite L1. So if I head over to Lite L1 site and BIOS on this one, see all the downloads. Okay, at this point OS Android. So here they have provided the source code. So this is the kernel tree for my device. So I can directly download it and use it for to build my custom ROM. This one is happened recently, I guess, this one. So earlier I was using kernel from the Unique team from Raza. So this is the kernel. Now also I'm going to use this kernel. So yeah, the kernel will be having all the drivers and parts, pieces of code which will which will allow the ROM to run on top of our hardware devices, like display resolution and the code for the sound and code for the sensors. All the things will be present inside this one. So we need this. Also also it is important you will be using the working kernel which works on your device. So that is important. So currently we have all the trees. The device tree, we have a common tree for device tree, and we have the vendor tree with me in my repository, and we have the kernel tree. So these are all the three trees which are required to build the ROM. So we'll see in the next episode.